That background music's goofy as hell. I'm just curious if the stream holds a steady bit rate. I reset the gateway. Well, in the off chance that someone watches, let's put something on the screen, I guess. They can react to whatever. This stream's probably going to be unlisted or privated. You could send me your most risque videos. I don't know. We're on YouTube, so don't send me your amateur porn. We could share our real thoughts about things now. No, I'm joking. Are we still holding steady? I did this for about it was real bad today. It was like 5 minutes in and it would just be horrible. Disconnected a few times on Twitch. It was just miserable. I was like, what in the world? Why? What? I notice like the days that I don't have any issues, I do already just kind of preemptively reset the gateway. Now it's complaining, oh, we're not getting any audio. The audio stream's current bit rate is 0 because there's literally nothing happening, not talking or anything. Let's guess I put some. Oh no, I know what I can put on the screen. Hey, Phoenix. I'm really just testing it right now. Okay. Not really reacting to anything I want to use on this channel really. We're just really testing the connection at this point.
My name is Robin. I'm 37. I'm Japanese.
We could watch about how Japanese homeless are so miserable. That's a good thing to do, right? I'm already kind of pissed off. The homeless in Japan. The homeless in Japan. Outside looking in, I'd be like, what homeless? But thinking about it, I'd be like, I'm pretty sure they have homeless people. I'm pretty sure they do. They just don't report it. That's what a lot of countries do. That's what the U.S. does. It's so dumb. It's like it comes a point where if you're not even looking for a job for a certain amount of time, they're just like, you know what? We're not even going to factor you in, bro. You're not even part of it. I'll do that for the... Okay. Yeah, It's goofy, right? It's goofy how they do that. Anyway.
Japanese, and I'm homeless. So I was working at a real estate company for 5 years before, but I'm like working hard, but my income is so low.
There's a lot more homeless people in Japan than Japan actually admits to. You're not counted in the government statistics either.
Oh yeah, YouTube will filter links hardcore. That's the thing, man. It might be a setting. It might be a setting. Hey, but if this holds steady, that means it'll hold steady on Twitch, and that's the main thing, because I know I'll be able to I know we will be able to enjoy copyrighted material a lot more, a lot easier. I wonder if there's a setting like right now I can adjust about links. Let me see. But go to live chat. Yeah, even live chat is not showing it. Live chat used to be the best chat, but now it's also bullshit. Yeah, Oriental Pearl. I don't know much about her. Let's see, stream settings. I think that's something we'll have to fix before the next stream. I'm sorry, I'm a little
You
distracted.
don't exist.
Right.
I'm a little pissed.
As a
Wait.
country with
But I'm not
125
homeless, so
million
there's that.
people, Japan boasts one of the lowest rates of homelessness in the world, 0%, which makes it seem as if Japan has solved
Okay. All right, that's bullshit. 0%. If we say it's zero, right? Right? Is that how that works?
the problem of homelessness entirely. That is, until you look a little bit closer. There are
This guy right here. And someone's going to say, oh, Japan doesn't have a drug problem. There's like no drugs in Japan. What's this? What's this right here? Okay. He could just be passed out. He's sleeping. He's taking a nap. Like right there? What? I don't think that's just taking a nap. There's something else going on there. But I don't know. I mean, they say there's no problem, so there's no problem, right? There's no problem, guys. No problem. None of this to hear. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
That is, until you look a little bit closer. There are some 15,000
You don't have to look close at all.
young people that are living in internet cafes that do not have an address and do not live anywhere.
Oh, well, that encampment looks pretty nice. Hold on.
And villages of homeless
Okay, that looks better than the crap I've seen around Houston. Okay, just Houston alone. Okay, I live in Houston. All right, yeah, we got tent cities too. We got tents in the woods and in the little forest areas, little patch of grass. There's a tent there. This you got. They got boards, man. They got a little domicile going on there. And it's clean on the outside. It's not like a bunch of trash and litter out there. You know what? It sucks that they're homeless, but they are making do with what they have. And, you know? And in a closing like this, a domicile like this, I say keep it. Let it be there. They're trying to contribute to society in the way they can. You know, housing is too expensive, so they make their own. All right, I don't have a problem with that. I guess there's homelessness everywhere. I mean, homelessness in Texas. Yeah, there's homeless in Texas. Oh yeah, for sure.
people that are evicted from the major cities and
Wait, does this one have like two? Wait, does that have two
And
doors?
Villages of homeless people that are evicted from the main.
Look, this one has two doors. He has like your main door, and then he has like a side door. He has like a little garage right here. Look at that. What in the world? Like, dude, I know it sucks to live in this like this, but I'm saying it's also very impressive. That, right? Is it not? Did you find a little inventive, right? Resourceful is the word I'm looking for. Okay.
Major cities and forced further and further out.
Oh, they got a notice? Oh, okay, now this is looking more like it. This is looking like Houston.
We found thousands of these people, shockingly young, along the riverbanks of the Tama River outside of Tokyo, living in the worst conditions you could imagine.
That's looking like some places I've been to back when I used to. Let's just say I used to work at I used to visit places like this. Whoa, what does that mean? You figured that out.
Man, this is like something out of a horror story.
Yeah, that cicada definitely was.
This is a side of Japan you are not supposed to see.
You heard that cicada? That cicada was loud. You hear that?
Outside of Tokyo, living in the worst conditions you could imagine. Man, this is like something out of a horror story.
Yeah, it is bad. I don't want to take away from their situation. It is bad. But that cicada was in my ear pretty hard and pretty loud.
This is a side.
Does anyone know like how Japan's I guess welfare system is as far as like kids finding, because we're talking about homelessness, right? And we're talking about like maybe families that are in that situation. What happens to the kids when they're in that situation, right? And the States and the US, it's like usually in those situations, the kids are probably like in foster care or something like that if CPS gets involved. Depending on the situation though, Poverty in itself is not abuse or neglect, but yeah. Anyway.
Side of Japan you are not supposed to see. The invisible homeless.
Oh yeah. She's been there. She lives there, so it's she's yeah. And she's showing us a side of Japan that that they don't want us to see. People don't really talk about. So it's kind of interesting.
And then earphone, toothbrush. Okay, one more time. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
So usually this is my sit up. I put my skateboard in the side and I use my bag for pillow. And then I have my sleeping bag somewhere. Then I just maybe put on top or just like go like this.
Do you feel safe outside?
It's funny. First, I don't feel safe and I got used to it already. Once I close this, I can kind of feel like I'm home.
Oh, that's so sad. It is sad. It's kind of messed up. But the way he's laughing right there, it's like he's coping. That is, if you want to know what cope laughter looks like, that's what it is right there. Where you're kind of laughing to yourself that everything's going to be okay.
Used to it already. Once I close this, I can kind of feel like I'm home. I got used to it.
You got used to it.
How long have you been homeless?
1 year and 1 month, yeah.
Why are so many young Japanese people suffering right now?
We have to work hard for like a low income. So I was working at a real estate company for 5 years.
Work hard for a low income. Yeah?
Before. And
that happens. It's unfortunate.
I got depressed.
Bullshit, I agree.
It's depression, yeah. And
then people be like, hey, pay us more. All right. They'll pay you more. But then as we know, inflation goes up. So what you make is not really worth as much. Or, better yet, you get paid more. Guess what? Guess what could do your job cheaper? This robot here. If we don't need you. All right. Go find work somewhere else. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Go find another job. Be someone else's problem. Oh, man. All right. It sucks. It's a screwy situation right now. And I already know. You already know it's coming. Someone's be like, "Oh, that's capitalism." As if communist countries and socialist countries don't have homeless people. Oh, they don't, right? They don't have any homeless people. It's all perfect and hunky-dory, huh? Oh, you know what the solution is. Oh, okay.
And the older people keep telling me, you're too weak, and then they telling me about their story. That
I kind of want to know what he does, though. Like, what kind of job he has. I'm very curious.
They used to work so hard, and they're still happy and energetic. But I feel like they get a lot of income at the same time. So you're motivated. I feel like I'll be the same, right? If I keep getting big income and then work hard, I don't mind, I feel like. But I'm like working hard, but my income is so low. And that doesn't match the motivation. So I think that's why, my personal experience, I feel like that's why a lot of young people is stressed.
There has been no increase in the Japanese average income in the last 30 years. In fact, it's kind of gone down. So you're working just as hard for less money. Nobody can really buy a house. They're all renting. They're all paying high amounts for the deposit. They're all working a lot of hours, maybe 6 days a week. It's hard for you.
That sounds like that sounds like our situation. That sounds like what it feels like in the States. Probably similar in Europe too. Huh. Interesting. This is 2 months ago. Okay. Okay. Oh. It's almost as if there's like legit global elites that are I don't know. But there's a lot of other factors. I was about to go to a silly place about this. But there's factors of this stuff. Just keep in mind, when anyone tells you their story like this, there's other things that they're not really telling you. Like, I'm kind of curious, like, what his jobs are and all that stuff. What he does. I gotta say, as someone who's essentially middle class, it sucks, man. Like, the grind is real. All right, it is annoying. Anyway.
Young people in Japan right now.
I'm like, should I quit and find new job or go all in on YouTube? And then
go all in on YouTube? Okay, first off, I just want to say, if he's like this, he wants to go on YouTube, I don't think he's making the best choice. I know nothing about this guy. But like, if that's what he's looking at, go on YouTube. YouTube is not going to make you money like that. YouTube is not a job.
And then all
right, it is. Oh my God.
For the deposit, they're all working a lot of hours, maybe 6 days a week. It's hard for young people in Japan right now.
I'm like, should I quit and find new job or go all in on YouTube? And then
quit, find new job, go in on YouTube. I want to know what his current job is. Don't say it's busboy or something equivalent. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't say that. Go all in on YouTube too. Oh my God. I want to tell you something. When my kids say they want to be a YouTuber when they grow up, I'm like, no. That is not a job. That's not a career. That's a bunch of bull crap. All right?
Yeah. And then I just went all in on YouTube. So I'm doing skateboard YouTube channel,
that's what
right?
he's doing now.
And
Okay, he's going on YouTube.
I thought after
He's gonna stay homeless like that.
I skate across Japan, I think everything's gonna go good, but it didn't go good. Yes, yeah, I'm still homeless. Yes, I thought 100,000 followers, you're like stable YouTuber, but apparently it's not.
Okay, well, I'm not really feeling so sorry for this guy. Okay, he's homeless because now he wants to do YouTube full time. Okay, what did I say? There's context. There's things that matter. Be like, yeah, it sucks. Okay, it sucks, but they get asked the people that aren't homeless, what are they doing to not be homeless? Oh, they're working quite a bit. They are working quite a bit. They're probably married, or they probably have a girlfriend, or probably live with someone. Maybe live with a couple people. Okay, and they're working quite a bit to afford that. Okay, for sure. Yeah, I mean the housing's not going to be free ever. That's just impossible. It's just not happening. All right, it's just another way it's going to work ever, and unless you want to live in like in a little shed, little rinky-dink shed or whatever. Okay, I mean, yeah, this guy here. Do I work a job or do I go full time on YouTube? He went full time on YouTube and he's still homeless. I mean, who did not see that one coming? I'm just being real. Okay. Oh, once I hear that, I'm like, oh, I don't really. That pity party is kind of over, man. Wow. Well, how about go get a job? Because skateboarding YouTube is not cutting it, bro.
A house? How do you stay clean? How do you shower? How do you brush your teeth?
In Japan, we have this thing called internet cafe, neto cafe.
Oh yeah, and I saw your comment there. Yeah, she probably was like, "Oh man, there's my." Because I don't know anything about Oriental Pearl. I don't know. I know nothing about her politically or anything. All right, I'm not gonna like assume anything. Okay, but it kind of like once he revealed that, the sob story kind of it changed quite a bit.
How do you brush your teeth?
In Japan, we have this thing called internet cafe, neto cafe, and they're kind of cheap too. You get unlimited drink and you get free shower, and it's like maybe if it's only for 30 minutes, it's like 600 yen, something like that.
Today the weather's nice.
30-minute what shower? No, free shower, right? You said, but 30 minutes, 600 yen. What is 600 yen equivalent to? Like $6 or something?
30 minutes, it's like 600.
30 minute what?
It's 30... like maybe drink and you get free shower.
Okay, you get drink, unlimited drink, free shower, and you get to play games all day at the internet cafe for very little money. It sounds like. Well, that's the problem. Why work when for pocket change I could just sit around and play games all day with some AC, free drink, and a shower there? Wow. Holy crap. Yeah, see? Those internet cafes, they never caught on here in Houston. That was a fad for a little, but if they actually had showers and free drinks and everything like that, oh, people wouldn't leave. They would just stay there forever. They would just stay there forever and just live there for sure. You could sleep there? Wow. They're like, dude, that's actually kind of smart. That's how you hide your homeless. Oh, shit. God damn it. They're like, we created this stuff called like anime, and we really helped with the video game market. Like it's this stuff is addicting. People are gonna be like stuck to this stuff, and they're not gonna be very productive. Okay, well, we're gonna have a place for them. We're gonna hide them from society. I don't know. Unlimited manga, and you read there. See, there's not a place in America that would ever offer anything like that. For good reason. No one would leave ever. Like how do they make money? That doesn't make any sense to me. That baffles. How do these internet cafes in Japan make any freaking money if they're just $6 for 30 minutes of time? 30 minutes. And you get a free shower there, unlimited drink. And they're probably online streaming. They're like, please, I need to make $6. Please give me 600 yen so I can pay for my next my next 30 minutes. That is so bad. Okay, but all right, anyway, we'll finish.
And it's like maybe
hey, we're holding up though. We're like doing pretty good on the stream and no interruptions, no hiccups. So what did we learn? You got to reset the router pretty much every time just to make sure there's no problem. Okay.
if it's only for 30 minutes, it's like 600 yen, something like that.
Today the weather's nice, but what do you do when it rains?
Sometimes tent at like a city hall. There's like a little roof in the entrance. So, but that one I have to like go there after it's closed. Maybe around like I'll go there like around 9 or 10, and then leave like 4 or maybe 3 in the morning.
You're dealing with heat, you're dealing with bugs, you're dealing with cold, you're dealing with dogs walking around your tent.
People too, yes.
That's scary. That's scary.
And the summer, what I hate too is there's so many mosquitoes. And when you just have one mosquito in your tent, you can hear that, the kind of sound. That
okay. Like it sucks. Living in a tent sucks. Tent life sucks. But so far, his tent life, if this is what he's complaining about, is nothing compared to crackhead tent life. Okay? Full stop. It's just no comparison there. And there's a lot of crackhead tent lives going on in Houston, Texas. Okay? There's a lot of that. All right? Meth, the fentanyl, it's apparently it's very addicting. Okay? So that annoying mosquito, that sucks. But so far, he hasn't said anything like, "Oh, there's crazy people. You got to watch out for other people. They'll mug you. They'll stab you. They'll try to take stuff." And
you can't sleep too. You get like a minor heat stroke in the morning. You get like little headache.
Yeah, if you're skateboarding all day.
And then you just cannot sleep. Is like I'll be like pretty like literally naked inside, but like I still sweat like the inside.
Oh, and she kind of looked like she was looking away like, ugh, gross. He's hitting on me. I'm sorry. I know nothing about her. I know nothing. She seems like a fine lady, honestly.
And then you just cannot sleep. Is like I'll be like pretty like literally naked inside, but like I still sweat. Like the inside is like moist.
Humid.
The inside is moist. Maybe he was trying to say, hey,
humid there.
You can always put on.
I slip inside my sleeping bag. Maybe he's going to go ZZ Top on this.
More clothes in the winter, but you can't take anything off when you're down to nothing, and then you're just hot and there's no air conditioner.
Yes.
It's hard enough trying
it's literally that meme. Yes, it is.
To survive the sweltering Japanese summer, going between camping outside and resting in manga cafes, but we also met much longer term homeless.
That's it sucks to be homeless, sure, yes, but resting in a manga cafe, it kind of does take the sting away. It's better than having to rest outside in the Texas summer heat because there is no internet cafe, and if you go anywhere, it's considered loitering and they get rid of you. So I gotta say, so far from what I've heard, if you stack U.S. homeless against Japanese homeless, as far as who's more miserable, American homeless wins by a landslide. I didn't think I was gonna make this a contest about which homeless have it better, but I think Japanese homeless have it better for sure. Or at least from that one little story. I don't know. Maybe there's more. I try to keep an open mind. I do.
People by the Tama River living deep within the woods in some of the most shocking conditions you can imagine.
I've seen some shocking conditions, so I'm ready for this. Show me the shocking conditions. I've seen the worst of the worst. I used to be a CPS investigator at one point in time. So yeah, I've seen the worst of the worst, man. All right, I've seen some pretty bad places. I've seen homes so roach infested. I kid you not. You open the freezer door to the fridge, roaches pour out. They just pour out. They just drop out. And they're moving around. There's a bunch of them. It was so nasty. I've been to places where it was so roach infested. You walk in there, and immediately they're on your legs. They're on your freaking pad. And you're like, what in the world, man? Why are you living like this? I don't understand. And don't you understand? Your feet are filthy. You literally have dog crap between your toes. In your house. That was your dog. That did that crap. And you stepped in it. There's a whole pile. There's feces everywhere. I'm assuming dog feces. Dude, there's some real bad situations. I've seen the worst of the worst. I think. So show me this. Show me this. I'm just hearing a loud cicada. I've seen worse than that in Bay Cliff, Texas.
The sound of a TV. Somebody's got a TV back here. This is kind of crazy.
That roof right there will actually hold up decently against the rain, but he's actually hanging his clothes. He's actually taking care of his clothes and stuff like that. What you get with the homeless here in Texas and all across the U.S., they don't give a damn about their clothes. Okay, the only thing they care about is their drugs. Okay, yeah.
See, there's laundry over here.
Yeah.
Looks really organized.
It is real organized. Man, even when they're homeless, they're organized.
Look at how organized this is.
It is very organized. Very.
Oh, they've got an entire farm.
They have a farm going. This looks like a park.
Oh,
okay. And what are the chances that this guy is not on drugs? 100% chance, right? I mean, maybe 99.99. There's no chance. Yeah, it looks like they're living off grid. Yeah, I can see that too. I mean, dude, wait, you see videos and then walking through Philadelphia, it looks like Zombieland. Okay, and you see this, you're like, that's homeless. Are they paying for this land? They're just living there, and they're living off grid. They're growing food, growing vegetables and stuff. Dude, that's living. Okay, yeah, it's not. You don't have the luxuries and all that. But.
Some of the people back here have been here for over 20 years. They were exiled from Tokyo and forced to move further out of the city, where they now grow their own food, they fish in the river, and they wash their...
Wait, I want to know more about that. Back up. And I'll increase the volume. The cicada was very loud. I lowered it quite a bit to save
Some of the people back here have been here for over 20 years. They were exiled.
All right, they've been there for 20 years, and they've been exiled
from Tokyo and forced to move further out of this.
Been exiled from Tokyo and forced to move out. I wonder why. Can you tell me why?
City, where they now grow their own food, they fish in the river, and they wash their clothes there. And none.
Why were they exiled? And look at this. Look, at first glance, it looks like a lot of clutter. It is a lot of clutter. But the clutter is neat. It's actually, there's a walking path. There's like a path like around the center clutter. And it's actually organized. And you don't see like piles of needles and beer cans everywhere. I mean, you just see a lot of, is that mold? Is that mold in that ice chest? Do not want to use that. Don't want to use that at all. You probably aren't allowed to live on the streets in Tokyo. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious. I want to know more about the exile. I don't want to jump to conclusions there. I'm going to keep an open mind. It could be that maybe they were homeless in Tokyo and they were exiled. I want to know more about that because she was very like, oh, they were exiled. What do you mean by exiled? Why? What happened? Because people could be exiled from communities for all sorts of reasons. Homelessness is one of them, for sure.
None of these people are counted as homeless in the government statistics.
Yeah.
They don't exist.
All right, now we get some trash. Now, this is looking more like it. Okay. Now.
Whoa, spider. What? It's a giant spider web. Man.
A giant. I'll take a giant spider web over a fentanyl zombie.
This is like something out of a horror story.
I'm gonna do this. Do we? It's on this tab. I have a trident. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do. Let's do. USA homeless walkthrough. Let's really. Let's just get some examples here. 4 months ago, night walk hell. Downtown Los Angeles, homeless encampment at Skid Row. Oh, man. Oh. Man, this chick has her tits out. That's... Okay. Oh, Philadelphia. Oh, man. Oh, that's not looking good at all. Oh, we can do Canada. We can walk through Canada. Let's walk through hell. This is hell. Let's find out. This is hell. So dark. Can't see anything. That's how it should be, right? You don't want to see it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's tents. Now they have to do it in the city. I wonder if you were forced to do it out in the county, in the country, how it would be. Like it's very different. Like these guys live.
Don't be going back here alone.
Like, yeah, they're camping. They're camping out on the outskirts. But it's like a totally different. Hey, you get the clutter, you get the trash, and all that.
I did not sign up for snakes or spiders. Wow. 95 degrees outside right now. Can you imagine living out here? No shower, no running water. They're in their 80s living out here.
Yeah, they're in their 80s. That's pretty bad, living out there. No running water. Yeah. These people have no running water either. Or AC. Or any of that. Yep. But it just seems different. It sucks. Don't get me wrong.
Here for
okay.
At least 15 years.
It's just what I'm saying is if I'm going to be homeless, I think I'd rather be in Japan. Okay.
At least since the Japan Kingdom builders started this program. It's just crazy. They built themselves an entire farm on this land. It's kind of crazy.
And for Japanese homeless
That's
people
pretty cool.
that have escaped being
Very
evicted
resourceful.
from the city, the situation downtown wasn't much better.
Okay, there we get talking.
So over
Okay,
here,
yeah, show me the downtown encampments. I want to see downtown encampments in Japan, in Tokyo.
you have all the
Let's take a look. Okay, that's looking a bit more what I'm expecting. Oh yeah, 100% Phoenix. It's life destruction, life ruination. Don't start drugs. Don't start hard drugs. Okay. All right. A weed is the only thing you should play with.
Wasn't much better.
So over here you have all the tourists lined up to go up to the government building in Shinjuku, and they probably have no idea that right next to them is a giant line of 200 people for free food. They probably think this is some kind of event.
Well, okay. And in blah 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 blah, I can't speak. In America, there are places where you do there's bread lines, there's soup kitchens and stuff like that. Okay, all right. Now I will say, if these are homeless individuals, homeless people, they are definitely respecting the 6 feet distance. Look at that. This must have been during was it during COVID? 2 months ago. Oh, they seem to be respecting each other's boundaries. Look at that. They were in the States. They would be on top of each other. They would not care.
Free food. They probably think this is some kind of event, but it's not.
It looks
really
like it.
Feels like we've gone to the city's underground. On top of us, there's the government.
That's the city's underground
Building and all the high-ranking government.
No, that's not the city's underground. There has to be a much more underground of Tokyo. Come on. I know there's a seedy underbelly. Oh, come on.
Officials, and now we're down in the bowels of the city where they're handing out free food to people.
I want to go down to the bowels of the city at night. I want to see what it looks like when the city sleeps. Okay.
Struggling. And then you have a mix of tourists that are here just not really knowing what's going on, and they see a big line of 200 people. They probably have no idea they're giving out free food because, of course, hey, there's no poverty in Japan, right? But I'm making this video to point out that what you see is probably not what you think it is in a lot of cases, especially around downtown Shinjuku, various parks. There's quite a lot of homeless people, and some of them I'm shocked to see are very young men, which is concerning because normally it's just elderly men, but there's a lot of young men out here too.
Yeah, I always saw that young man who wants to skateboard. Oh, look at this.
Between the decline in the Japanese economy, stagnant wages,
and
a rising elderly population that is increasingly dependent on government aid, the future of Japan...
Hey, at least they're actually handing out free food and water and stuff. I'm pretty sure Japan does not have... I'm very curious. What is Japan's policy on syringes? I'm pretty sure they don't just hand out syringes, right? You gotta make sure they use safely. How about no? Well, they're gonna use. You don't want them to use dirty needles. Like what? What are you talking about? Like, but if you just give them needles, they're just gonna use those clean needles. Like. The risk of AIDS is kind of like a gamble, a huge gamble right there. It's like, do I want to use a dirty needle? Maybe not. I don't know. It seems pretty fucked up. Anyway.
And is not looking very hopeful, especially with the rising number of very young, impoverished people in this country. Yeah. But just because you can't see it on the surface doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Oh, I like this. We start with skateboard guy, we're going to end with skateboard guy.
Just like our friend here.
A skateboard camper.
I didn't see clothes in your bag. How many clothes do you have?
So just one, that one I'm wearing, and just one more.
That's it?
Just two.
That's bare minimum.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing this at 70?
No.
no. Skateboarding videos to fun your life. At 70, probably not happening. It's not happening now, but at 70, you gave it too long of a try. He's doing all right on YouTube now? Well, what's his channel? Is his channel here? For real? No way. He doesn't actually have his channel here. Wait, how? First, I'm checking out this video. Nomad Push? Okay. It's his name? I want to check out his channel. Let's see how he's doing. 106 subscribers. Wait, he looks like he might be in... Oh, he's still in the tent. Wait, oh, look at that. He's doing 1,000K sub feast. Oh, he has money for Bangkok. What do you call it? Mukbangs. Day in Tokyo famous all-you-can-eat barbecue. Day in life of homeless. Cheap but delicious $2 ramen in Tokyo. 34-year-old friendship. He's a vlogger. I am living. He's like Japan's Gothic King Cobra. If you know who that is. Nah, he's not that. Gothic King Cobra only stays in one place. Pretty much. Okay. And how frequently does he upload? And his videos get like 41K views. Oh, you know what? Social Blade is not like the best thing to use, really. Its metrics aren't that great. I mean, it's a way to really guess as far as what a channel earns goes, but to wrap this up here, let's take a look at this. I want to get some closure here. Let's see if our boy Nomad Push is let's see how he's doing. He has a total, he's rated a B. It's estimated about $313 a month. See, 313 to 5K. And well, it's definitely not 5K a month. Okay. It might be about maybe like 300 or 400. You actually don't really make a whole lot. Like, you have to have consistent like trending videos, like really good videos. I would guess maybe 500 a month. It probably makes that. I'll be surprised if it's more than 1,000. That's what I'm thinking there. But hey, he's doing good for himself there. He's living cheaply and able to make that work for him. Live in a tent. Okay. But I mean, maybe I'm lying to you. Because if he's making 5K, then he's living 5K a month. I mean, a lot of people, I'll just talk about myself here. I work full time. I make about $5,000 a month. Well, like for $4,500 a month. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how much it costs to get a house or an apartment there. But I'm guessing with that amount, you should be able to get that. If you wanted to spend that money, it'd be cheaper. You just lived in a tent. At this point, it's actually, this is kind of seeming like it's more of a choice than like a means to survive. It seems like it's more like at least for this guy right here, Nomad Push, it seems like this is like people who want to live in a van. It's like, why? Because you just want to do it? Okay. Well, have fun. It's a gimmick at this point. Yeah. And he has bare minimum expenses, it sounds like. I mean, he pretty much lives at internet cafes. So yeah, there we go. We got some closure for Nomad Push. It's funny. I know nothing about Oriental Pearl. I'm sure she's great, but it's funny to use him as like your main guy for like homelessness when it's like, he made a choice because he wants to go full time on YouTube. Okay, all right now. It probably would have been better to get like the story of anyone else probably. Okay. But there was an attempt. All right. I guess let's finish up the video.
It's hard enough to do this at 37, but for those guys, we're trying to get them off the streets and into housing, and you can help that. You can help make a difference by making a donation to...
Okay. I mean, if there's one place that I would expect to actually have some sort of housing program that actually is somewhat decent and actually kind of works, would be Japan. Because they probably actually do care about, kind of helping. I say that because even when they're homeless, the way they interact, they seem to be very respectful. Okay? Very respectful. Man, in America, it's all about everyone's an asshole. Everyone's an asshole and everyone's trying to make money. Even in social work, even the people who run those social work programs, they're trying to make money. They'll get their cut. They'll pocket the money. They'll put it somewhere before it even goes to anything that it's supposed to go to. After all, if they fix the problem, if they build more shelters, actually build more shelters and all that, then provide actual housing for them, then that solves the problem. And why would you want to do that when you can make money by maintaining the problem? It's twisted, but that's the rationale. Programs are there; they're just poorly ran. They're corrupt. They're corrupt assholes. But that's government. At least that's U.S. government anyway. I don't know. I don't know anything about Europe. I can speak for the U.S. But yeah, there we go, man. Japan's homelessness sucks, but it could be worse. Guys, we streamed for an hour with no interruptions. We did it. We're back. Wow. Oh, her charity? I wouldn't donate to her charity. I don't know anything about her particular charity. I'm very particular about charities too. Okay. If I'm going to donate to anything, I want to know that it's actually has a decent reputation. Like they do what they say they're going to do. Like something like St. Jude. St. Jude's Children's Cancer Hospital. I don't know how much of it goes to administration costs. I'm sure a lot of it does. You know, they do that stuff. But at least it's going to help fight cancer with kids. Okay, that sucks. And if it turns out that they are not doing that, oh boy, that would be like, I mean, how would I possibly be at fault for trusting them when that's something that would be like why would you lie about that? There's a special place in hell for that sort of person. All right, well, not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Not very confident on that. Tomorrow's Thursday. Thursdays are mixed for me. I'll let you know, and I'll make sure I'll do what I did here to make sure it's at least hopefully that it's stable. I hope that it is. All right. With that said, y'all take it easy. And have a good one.